Realty Income just as of recently announced their 130th common stock monthly dividend increase, which was a small but exciting increase just after another increase that we saw from Realty Income just a month or so ago. Now, as a few days ago, Realty Income's dividend is going to move to 0.2685 cents per share from the 0.2680 cents per share, payable April 15th. Now, again, this isn't necessarily a massive increase, but this is off of just another recent increase Realty Income had as of recent. Now, as a lot of you guys know, I've been stacking shares of Realty Income ever since I started dividend investing almost a decade ago. I currently have 2,816 shares across all my portfolios at an average cost of around $53 per share. Now, this means that on average, as of right now, I'm currently earning like $750 per month in Realty Income dividends, which if I were to want to reinvest that all into more shares of Realty Income stock, I could buy several more shares of Realty Income every single month and then get paid more dividends and let the snowball continue. But in today's video, we're going to be talking about ticker symbol Realty Income, my favorite monthly paying dividend stock and one of the oldest positions in my personal portfolio. We're going to talk about the most recent market volatility and how Realty Income has not felt any of it, along with a whole bunch of new insights when it comes to Realty Income, so definitely stick around until the end. So if you either hold on to shares of Realty Income as of right now, or maybe you have ever thought about it, make sure to stick around, drop a like down below, and let's get right into it. My A to Z dividend investing ebook has helped countless dividend investors get started with their journey. And my custom dividend tracker that I'm constantly using here on the channel has also helped so many investors stay on track and allow them to see their dividend income in real time. Well, today I have another treat for you guys. I'm not only going to offer you my A to Z dividend investing ebook and the custom dividend tracker, but also just for a short limited time, I'm going to be adding in my brand new weekly dividend blueprint ebook to show you how you can get started with weekly dividend ETFs and add this into your investing strategy. This offer is not going to last long, so go ahead and click the first link down below in my description, and you're going to get both ebooks and the custom dividend tracker bundle. But like I said, please act fast because this won't be around for long. Now let's get back into the video. Now I did want to go through this article from seekingalpha.com. This is from the Asian Investor, so shout out to them. It says Realty Income, a rock solid 6% yield for uncertain times. And yes guys, as of right now, Realty Income is yielding almost 6%. It says summary, Realty Income's reported decent Q4 earnings driven by acquisitions like Spirit Realty and robust leasings, making it an attractive REIT investment for dividend investors. O stock distributes 75 to 76% of its adjusted FFO as dividends to shareholders, resulting in a strong 6% dividend yield. The REIT's growing portfolio and strategic acquisitions position it well for continued growth in FY 2025. Realty Income's consistent FFO growth and diversification into segments like European markets offer a compelling investment thesis. It says Realty Income reported missed FFO expectations for the fourth quarter, but generally benefited from a strong leasing background and growth in the most important cash flow metric, FFO, due to the acquisition of Spirit Realty, the retail and industrial real estate platform that Realty Income acquired in 2023. I believe that Realty Income continues to make a very attractive value proposition for dividend investors due to the REIT's low valuation based off of book value. With market volatility recently increasing over concerns about a new round of trade tariffs, I believe Realty Income is going to remain an excellent safe haven investment for investors. They then said a safe haven investment with strong FFO growth trends and dividend coverage. Realty Income submitted a decent earnings scorecard for its fourth fiscal quarter in February, largely because the REIT benefited from the acquisition, driven tailwinds in the last quarter of the year. The REIT generated adjusted FFO of $924.1 million in Q4 of last year, showing a 26% year-over-year growth. Realty Income's growth in AFFO per share was moderate, plus 4% year-over-year, but 2024 overall was a very solid year for the REIT. Realty Income has mainly grown through a constant flow of acquisitions in the last several years, and the REIT stemmed the transformative $9.3 billion acquisition of Spirit Realty in 2023, which closed last year, which helped Realty Income boost its revenue, FFO, and adjusted FFO. In the longer term, Realty Income has been able to consistently grow its revenue and FFO, and also raise its dividend in order to reward investors for successful acquisitions and the expansion into the REIT's real estate base. However, it is mainly a steady stream of acquisitions and Realty Income's integration capabilities that are to credit Realty Income's massive FFO growth in the last decade. They then said risks with Realty Income. Realty Income has made an effort to diversify its real estate portfolio and revenue streams by venturing in other segments like gaming, for example. The REIT is also looking to expand its real estate footprint in Europe, where Realty Income has completed sale leasebacks transactions before, especially in the retail markets. If Realty Income were to fail to grow its real estate base through acquisitions, saw a lower dividend safety, or a slowdown in adjusted FFO growth, then I'd be willing to change my mind or rating on the REIT. Now, closing thoughts, Realty Income is still a very much high potential investment option for dividend investors that want to generate high quality, recurring dividend income from a premier REIT. Realty Income is growing its FFO reliably, especially through the lever of acquisitions, and it has a very strong dividend coverage as far as metrics go. This translates to a strong dividend and value proposition, especially for investors looking for high predictability, no frills REIT investment. Investors should expect Realty Income to continue to walk down the path of major acquisitions in the future. Now, in the current landscape of massive market uncertainty, especially where bonds are becoming less and less attractive, dividend stocks and ETFs across the market are now being looked upon as more of a safe haven, and that's because investors are running for the hills and looking for high quality yields. Now, I've said this before and I'll say it again, Realty Income is not necessarily going to be the fastest growing REIT in my opinion. That's because it's already pretty maxed out as far as size goes, although they are still expanding through acquisitions like we talked about. I mean, the portfolio as of right now is 15,600 properties in all 50 states, as well as other countries too. I've also been honest about the fact that Realty Income does have some top 20 clients on the top 20 client list that I don't necessarily love having exposure to. Take names like Walgreens or even Dollar Tree, for example. But for the most part, this REIT is super diversified with over 1,500 different clients across the world. Now, the other thing to think about is Realty Income's future performance, especially if you're already holding on to some shares. And overall, the analysts all seem to agree that Realty Income is more or less a buying opportunity, and there's more or less a lot more upside potential versus downside potential from where it's currently trading at. Now, the thing I love about Realty Income is, sure, has this REIT basically traded sideways for a while? Yeah, it definitely has. It hasn't been the biggest grower in the last year or two. But again, as a dividend investor that's not looking to sell any of my shares of Realty Income, / as a dividend investor that's selling covered calls on a lot of my shares, trading sideways, earning premiums from covered calls, along with that 6% dividend yield, I mean, sign me up for that. But according to the analysts, Realty Income's upside is around $71 per share over the next 12 months, around $62 per share as average, which is just a little bit up from here. And then on the low side, we're down a few dollars. So Realty Income has much more upside to downside, and I think a lot of us can all agree on that, especially with the fact that interest rates are going to be coming down sometime in the next year or two. At least that's what's being priced in. Now, speaking of being a dividend investor, the coolest thing about Realty Income is looking all the way back to, say, February of last year. If we look back at the dividend that was being paid back then, which is not even that long ago, we're talking just over 25.5 cents, which now, as of recent, we're almost to 27 cents per share per month. Now, I know that's not massive dividend growth, but considering I almost have 3,000 shares, Realty Income is paying me much more money every single month in cash flow, even compared to around a year ago. Now, zooming out even further, since I started buying Realty Income almost 7 or 8 years ago, I'm getting paid much more cash on a consistent basis from this REIT, which has been amazing. So is ticker symbol below Realty Income offering a massive buying opportunity here? Well, I personally am not necessarily loading up on more shares compared to what I already have, but I still am buying another share here and there. But am I extremely bullish on Realty Income in the next 12 to 18 months? And do I think there's going to be more and more dividend increases because of Realty Income's most recent activity? I personally do think so. So now that we talked about Realty Income, my favorite monthly paying dividend stock, I share with you guys some recent happenings when it comes to the REIT, and I share with you guys how many shares I currently have and how much I'm earning. I lastly, most importantly, want to hear from you guys down below. When it comes to ticker symbol below Realty Income, are you currently holding onto any shares? If so, how many shares do you currently have? Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to please drop a like on it and subscribe for more future content like this. Thanks as always for stopping by, and if you are interested in investing, make sure to check out these recent videos I posted right here.